Hello friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And today is actually April 29th. And since this isn't actually a garden update, I'm not worried about what time of the year it gets up because what I'm going to do can be done any time of the year. So you will probably be seeing this video like May 24th or something like that-ish because that's how far ahead I am on my videos. So almost 4 weeks, about 3.5 weeks. So what I need to do is I need to make a mint start for somebody who's going to be meeting me at the homesteading fair coming up this weekend, and I want to get it done now so I can make sure that it's going to be good. So I want to make a couple of them so I can take her the best one. I'll probably take them both just in case, but anyway, I want to show you how easy it is to make a start off of mints, any kind of mint. Now this applies to anything in the mint family. This goes for catnip, oregano, anything like that. So super easy. And since I've got mint coming up on the other side of this board, which is going into the main garden, again, remember this is April 29th I'm shooting it, so that all this stuff here is going to be a lot more filled in than what you're seeing right now. I've got a lot of borage coming up, and it's going to be, probably by the time you see this, it's going to be up to here. So I've got grass and things coming up in here as well that I need to dig up, creeping buttercup and so on. Anyway, so this is where I've decided to take the mint starts from. And so it's super easy. I'm going to move this fence over so I can get in here. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get in here. I already dug this up because I didn't realize the camera wasn't pointed down far enough. You just get in there and dig under enough that you can get enough of the root showing of the plant. It's still going to be connected. See, this is actually coming up from underneath the board from this side. And anyway, so as long as you can see some pieces of root, you can just yank it at that point, okay? Because mints are very, very resilient. So look at all the root on there. That is more than enough to get something started. In fact, I could make more starts off of just this, like this one here. If I carefully separate it from that, you can see it still has little roots on it. And so there's one, this could be two, but I like to play it safe, especially when I'm going to sell or trade anything. Then I'm going to go ahead and dig up another one to get a lot more of the root in there than that. I've got plenty here that I don't want in the main garden anyway. And right there, look at that. So I could cut this off anywhere. It doesn't need to be that long. And again, I can make this into two separate starts, but I'm going to leave this all as one because I want to ensure that I'm going to have at least one really good one to grow. I'm going to go ahead and cut the this off right here. I'll just break it off because I don't need that much root, because that's gonna be plenty right there, and that would be too long to fit in the little pot. So what I've got here is I've got a couple little pots, and I've got some soil. I like to put a little in the bottom first. I'm just going to stick that in there. It doesn't have to be fancy because when they get it, they're going to just take it and replant it anyway. And then top that off with whatever your soil is that you're using. I'm using a mix of horse manure and some soil from around here because I don't have any potting soil. But since we're just trading, I'm not too worried about it. She can always rinse the roots off before she plants it. If she's worried about it not being sterile enough. And it's that easy. So if you've got mints growing in one area and you say, hey, I want to expand these, I want to make more, or you want to give them away, it's really that simple. And just keep an eye on it for a couple days and see if it's gonna, see how it does. Make sure it gets plenty of water once you have it in your pot. And yeah, like I said, I like to do a couple when I know I'm going to give them to someone. And then, at least a couple, and then I'll give them the healthiest one just to make sure it survived just fine and I didn't break off too much root, but most likely I didn't, because mints will re-root super, super easy. And chances of it even looking wilty are slim, but just in case, I like to make sure I have plenty of root in there, and also like to make sure that I have a couple of days to be sure it's going to do well before I give it to someone. So really, it's that easy, and that's how I've made more oregano plants, more mint plants, was simply just ripping out a chunk. I wasn't even that gentle, and sticking it somewhere else, and then just letting it take off and do its things. That's how I got the mints growing around, the peppermint growing around the base of the apple tree. I just kept ripping out pieces like that. Usually coming in from the outside of the plant is the best way. Don't go for the center. Come in from the outside edges of your mints and pull them up from that side. And you know, you really can be, you know, it's still a good idea to be gentle, but it seems to handle no matter how harsh you are with it. Okay, well, I hope you found that helpful, and just a good way to make more starts to give away or even sell if you'd like to. Just make sure if you're going to sell them that you get a good sterile soil from the store. Look for something organic and, you know, in a bag. That's probably the best thing, because you don't know whose garden is going to go in. And like I said, I'm going to recommend to her that she rinse her roots off. She gets rid of all the dirt, rinses off the roots, and then transplants it the way she wants, because I just don't have any potting soil on hand and I want to get this done now. So anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.